Today I'm going to face my biggest fear as an artist, the color yellow. Using some easy techniques, we are going to make a giant, elegant flower piece that you can try for yourself. So sit tight and wait until the end to see how it turns out. Are you ready to create with me? I wasn't sure that I'll ever say that, but I'm a little bit fed up with the blues. Not in real life though, not in real life, just on the channel, because we've done a blue swipe, a seahorse, dragonfly swipe, and then last week for the butterfly. So now I'm going to use the most uncomfortable color for me. What is the color that you use the least, especially in acrylic pouring? I thought about it, and I concluded that for some strange reason it must be yellow. I do remember doing a sunflower swipe, but it was a long time ago. So that's what we've got. We've got some yellow, orange, mix of both with white. Well, it's not a sauce, it's not some sauce. I mixed them too. White, gold, and gold with white and yellow. Yeah, that's it. And what can we create with that? In each of the container we've got 1 part of paint, roughly 2 parts of Floetrol, and then quite a lot of water I sprayed, just using the spray like this, because I want the paint to be quite runny. You can see here, can you see the stream? Very thin. I'm going to create another big abstract. I call it the British bloom because it's an embellished bloom. That's why I picked the deep canvas. I do like the petals kind of dripping off because it looks so cool. This canvas is 12 by 16 in inches. That means 30.5 by 40.6. Why did I pick colors I'm not comfortable with? Because I love a good challenge. Let's apply the white first. This is titanium white. Right here. I think I'm going to leave that section for the yellows. Orange. Oh, let's use this sauce around here. Of course, they won't look like that. Just trying to draw a petal. Okay, let's do that. So much yellow. Okay, so another petal. Can I do a pour like this? What do you think? Don't know. A little bit of orange here. A little bit here. That's probably enough. We are left with this nice yellow gold. I don't know if it's going to be darker than I anticipated. Maybe. And this gold. Yeah, let's put it here in the middle. Do you know what? Why I really wanted to do this type of flower? Because I bought a new hairdryer. But it's so powerful that I think it's going to blow it all off. I wanted to show you the new hairdryer. It's a monster. It's so big. It's going to kill my flower. So I'm going to use a flower on flower. You see? Let's put it on low first. Nice color. Ooh. Don't want it so dark. I wanted it a bit bigger because I wanted the drips. I like it. Oh, nice, 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 nice. Is it too much here or not? I can always take some off just in case. Oh no, it's actually fine. I was worried, but it's not that much. I wanted 1 petal to go this way. You see, I do have some preconceived idea before, and I'm trying to achieve it. So it's not like I'm blowing wherever, kind of imagining how the flower should go, but you don't have to. I did want this section to be separated. I was also thinking, do I want another petal here or not? That was my only concern, but how do I do that? Let's just remove a little bit of yellow here first. Because I want this petal to be curved. I wanted it curved. Let's use some yellow, and so I'll know what I wanted to do. I wanted to curve it this way later, something like that. I'm going to put some white in here. Okay, I think I can work with it. That's it, it's dry. Now, if you're wondering what happened to it, because it does look different, I'll tell you about the worst disaster. 100% my silly me. I was so upset. So what happened? I was putting the flower away and I was touching some edges. I don't know how dumb can I be, but I actually tilted it, and it was probably took me like 5. I shouldn't be saying that because you think I am just. This is 100% truth. So I tilted it. I was trying to fix the side and I realized those 2 petals, those here stayed. Everything off here just dropped to the side. Yes. Just quickly trying to fix it, but yeah, that's the change. What can I say? Anyway, I'm left with this, a little bit of a different arrangement, but of course I was going to work into it. Get some white, yellow and orange. And I'll try to shape the petals more the way I want them to look. Do you know why I prefer just undiluted paint? Because it covers quicker. The first thing I want to do is I want to define this one. I did intend a curve, as you can see, and it's still here. I might use a little bit of red in orange to create this salmon color. I've got scarlet red and I've got something very pretty, metallic color. I might mix it together. It's hidden underneath the curve. I'm considering adding a little bit of burnt sienna, perhaps. I might benefit from a little bit of brown. That was not my plan, but I think those shadows need some deepening. I tried burnt sienna and it's too orangey for me. I knew it. I would prefer burnt umber. Much deeper contrast. Yeah, perhaps that's what we need. And there will be some darker value in the middle as well. But at the moment I haven't decided how I'm going to do it. So I want a curved petal as well. I know I'm wearing brown today, but brown is not my color to go, or yellow isn't either. Maybe I should have started with like really dark and black. Black umber, and I'm going to make an outline. I can always get rid of it if it's too much later on, but this will definitely help me shape the petals. I haven't decided about the midsection at all yet. I do like the gold that's happening here. I'm kind of imagining which part is folded and which is hidden more in the shadows. So that's going to be darker, and this part obviously much lighter. This again, so all that part is going to be lighter. Since this is the lightest, the bottom part has to be darker. What a mess, but that's the way I create. I create a painting and I create an awful mess, and then I tidy everything up. So a couple more lines to spice it up. Lighter, darker, flowers getting there, let's say. I think those lines will make everything look very nice. I'm using different colors, yellow, of course brown, to create some highlights and shadows. See, mixing white with yellow helps me get nice coverage, otherwise I would really struggle. I could probably sit here forever. I'm really enjoying just mindlessly adding color, and I'm liking what I'm seeing, so I've decided to add a stem somewhere here. Wasn't sure where to position it, so I put some tape. Kind of show me what I wanted. At the moment, doesn't matter what color, I'm just going to make a line. And if I don't like it, I am going to remove it, of course. I don't know. I don't know, it means I'm not liking it too much. Oh yeah. If you ask me why I like this one and I didn't like the other one, I don't think I'll be able to tell you. It's like a crazy abstract version of the Californian poppy, perhaps. I got some beautiful photographs from a friend of mine, lovely Susie. Long time ago, I found those flowers pretty challenging because of the uniform color, but I managed to get the right color, but with a mixture of other colors. Now I'm going to work on the center to decide where I want the center to be. I don't want to lose those lovely golden sections. Make it somewhere here. I don't even know if I wanted brown or not. It could be partially hidden. And we are going to have some lovely fluffy little anthers with some pollen on top. A couple of stripes on top will help it look 3D. See, so that brown in between looks like some folds and crevices. Oh, that's a good color. That's a good color. I could do a different center, but I do like them. The round ones with those. Should be a lot of those lines. So I'll keep adding till I think that's the right amount. Color and texture will be perfect for the endings. Raw Umber. This is a really well pigmented paint. It's by My Artscape. I'm going to take quite a lot on the brush and just apply it rather thickly. Actually, the thicker the better, because it looks pretty cool. And a bit of 3D-ness here. And this is the darkest brown that I have. Very pretty. Oh, this ain't messy. Yeah, kind of messy. So this looks black, but it's not black. That's what I wanted. If that was me, I would probably have finished. But I know many of you are very fond of gold leaf, and I know that gold leaf would look awesome with the deep brown. So I'm a bit torn. Gilding paste. Gilding paste and a thin brush. I don't want too much. I want it subtle. There's plenty of gold already, so I might go over some sections. Definitely here, this edge. I think that would look nice. Personally, I'm very precise with the application of gold leaf, but that's just me. I did say I don't want that much, and I want to be able to find them, because often when I apply the gilding paste, I forget where I did it. If I apply more, you can all see it. You see that blob? And the inside, I don't want to overdo it, so that's probably enough. We're going to be waiting 20 minutes roughly. This is the one I'm using, PBO gold leaf. Why don't I put the whole sheet on? You probably know why, because I don't like wasting anything. So gentle. Let's see what it will look like now. It's just shiny. Okay, a little bit. Now I'm going to clean those lines some more. Will you be upset with me if I take it off? Because I'm not happy. I'm not happy with it. I can't help it. I just, you know what happened? It kind of looks too dark at an angle, and I wanted those petals to be very gentle. So I know one thing, I can't leave something if I'm not happy, so you have to forgive me. And we're back to square one. Well, there we are. Please let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I would love to hear from you. I would really appreciate if you hit that thumbs up button when you like this video. It gets pushed out to more people, and that would really help spreading creativity and positive vibes. And don't forget to check out my Patreon for extended versions of my tutorials. This piece is of course for sale now on my website, abcreativeofficial.com, along with my other original art. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next week. Bye bye!